Hello, beautiful people. So, this is your girl once again, Kukua. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you and thumbs up to all my subscribers, those that subscribed, your likes, your comments. I was overwhelmed. God richly bless you, but we're not done yet. So, keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep your comments coming, and keep liking. Okay, so let's just go on to today's topic. We are going to look at signs God is telling you to leave that relationship. Signs God is telling you to leave that relationship. See, there are certain times that the relationships we are in simply has to come to an end. It's hard, I know, because we don't hold relationship lightly at all, especially when it's platonic or romantic. We don't normally begin them thinking of how to end them, but rather we invest our time, we invest our energy, and then we invest our love into them. But we must also remember that God has plans for us, and God works in seasons in our lives. Okay, the way that God uses school, ministry, job to grow us and make us mature, He also uses relationship to also grow us. Remember that letting go of a relationship does not necessarily mean that it has to be toxic, although that is also a vital factor. But there are certain times that we don't have any choice but to let that relationship go. We have to cut ties with that person. Either way, you should know the signs to look out for. So let's look at them. Number one is unsupportive. Unsupportive. You see, you want to find yourself in a circle of people that can motivate you, encourage you, and then support you so that you can achieve your dreams and bring out what God has placed in you, the vision God has placed in you. Let's look at what Philippians 2 chapter 4 verse 4. Philippians 2 verse 4. It says that let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interests of others. So if the person that you are with doesn't support your dreams and thinks that your dreams are unrealistic, they are too big, and is constantly discouraging you from achieving your dreams, it means only one thing. It means that he or she is not going where you are going, and that you have to let the person be so that you can continue with your journey. Because their lack of support means that you have to bring the relationship to an end, and it is God that is telling you, because we are here to fulfill one mission, to complete our tasks the Maker has given to us, to fulfill the mission of God. So if this person is constantly discouraging you from achieving that goals, then it's probably time to let the person go. Number two is bad fruits. Bad fruits. You see, the scripture says, by the fruits of a man we shall know them. Okay, so it states from Matthew 7:15 to 17. There, Jesus was talking about false prophets, but we can also align it to our relationship. Okay, we can do that. Let me ask you this question: is the relationship you are in bearing good fruit in your life? Is it drawing you closer to God, or is it taking you farther away from God? Is it bringing out the best in you, making you a better person, or it is bringing out the worst in you? Like you are always angry, holding so much resentment, and then holding so much bitterness in you. If this is what it's doing, then it is surely bearing bad fruit in your life. And you know the Bible says that the tree that do not bear good fruit shall be cut off. Therefore, you need to cut it off. It is God that is telling you. You see, this bad fruit is telling you about the character of people. Please don't try to change somebody's behavior. It is his behavior. He cannot change it. It is only God that can change a person. So don't try to say that I'm gonna change him, I'm going to do it. He's going to bear only bad fruit in your life. Let's look at Judas. He was with Jesus himself, but Judas was not able to even change, and yet went ahead to betray Jesus for just 30 shekels. Satan, the devil, was in heaven with God, and when he misbehaved, God cut him down by throwing him down here. Why is it that God didn't change him? Because it's his behavior. So there are people that you need to cut off, and God uses their characters to tell us, but we refuse and we try to change them. So if you see that the relationship you are in is bearing bad fruit, it means God is telling you to move away from that relationship. Number three is jealousy. Jealousy. Now Proverbs 14:30 says, jealousy is like a cancer in the bones. Okay, now we all know what cancer is like and what cancer does to the body. If healing is not taking place where jealousy is, the relationship becomes toxic. That is where people are verbally abused, they are emotionally abused, physically abused, mentally abused. Okay, a person that is so much jealous over you can kill you. Love is not being so much jealous of the person. Because of jealousy, a father can kill a son. Because of jealousy, a son can kill a father. Because of jealousy, a sister can kill a brother can kill a sister. It does a lot. So if you are in this relationship and the person is so much jealous, please don't take them as love. It's time for you to flee. Run for your life. Set them apart. Go your way. Depart from it, and it is God that is telling you. Number 4 is when the grace is gone. When the grace is gone. You see, grace is a free and then unmerited favor or the beneficence of God. Okay, we all live under grace, beloved. We all live under grace. And what does the grace do? The grace brings us peace, it brings us love, it brings us joy, it brings us prosperity. It does a lot. So if you are in this relationship where there is constant fight, constant quarrel, without understanding, it means that the grace of God is not there. God does not dwell in where there is always war, where there is always constant quarrel. He dwells in a peaceful place so that he can bless you, so that he can move your life. But where there is constant quarrel, constant fight, my dear, it is telling you that the grace of God is not there, and it's time for you to pack your things and leave. God is using that to tell you to leave the relationship. This is going to be a part 1 of this topic. In my next video, I am going to share with you part 2 that contains a lot, and we are going to talk about important topics in that video. So please don't miss it out. Watch out for part 2, and please, let's take the signs very seriously. Don't go into marriage and then start praying to God, disturbing God, because whatever goes on in our life, before it comes, God reveals them to us, whether good or bad. He reveals them to us. He will not talk to you in your hearings, but then through the characters, the behaviors of the people, through circumstances, God is telling you that you are not in the right place. Okay? When the grace is not with you, you cannot manage anything on your own. It becomes very difficult. So my dear, beautiful people, I hope you are being blessed by this. Please keep subscribing, like it, keep the comments coming, keep the comments coming, so that we can discuss things together and make our relationships and marriages a better place. Thank you very much for watching this video. We shall meet again in the next video. Bye. I love you all.